At Saqqara, Alain Zevi is still searching for his missing lady. But Maya's burial chamber is nowhere to be found. And he keeps running into cats. Most of the cats were buried here very late in Egypt's history, around the time Cleopatra was queen and Julius Caesar governed in Rome. The great empire of the New Kingdom pharaohs was a distant memory by now. Living under foreign rule, Egyptians increasingly found solace in cults that required animal sacrifices. One of the most popular of these cults was dedicated to Bastet, the cat goddess. As more and more cat mummies are uncovered, Zevi decides the time has come to take a closer look at them from the inside out. That task falls to experts from another field, radiologists Martine and Roger Lichtenberg. The first thing the X-rays reveal is how the cats were killed.
This one has very nice skull, and the skull is not destroyed. He didn't die being hit on the head. He died with the neck being twisted, see?
The cat cult of Bastet was at its height in Egypt in the years following the conquest by Alexander the Great in the 4th century BC. As people sought to gain the god's favor, the priests of Bastet ran a lively business raising cats and turning them into offerings.
So probably it's a big cat. But the biggest cats, they dare not twist the neck, you know, they rather make a blow on the head. This was a very nice cat, look at that, very nice.
After a cat was killed, it underwent the traditional Egyptian ritual of mummification. The priests embalmed its body and wrapped it in linen. Finally, the mummy was placed in one of the recycled tombs. Naturally, all of the work the priests performed was done for a fee, and customers generally got what they paid for.
According to how much you want to pay, you get a small mummy or a big mummy. If you're very rich, and if you want to please God very much, goddess very much, you buy even a pile of cats, you know, many cats together.
But the X-rays suggest that the priests sometimes cut a few corners.
Look, this is a mummy too, okay, a small mummy, but it's not a complete mummy. They put only one bone inside, or it's not a complete body, is it? A complete body?
It's a jumble of bones.
It's a jumble of bones, okay? Just a jumble of bones. And a quarter of the mummies were just fake mummies. They have nothing in the wrappings.
But whether the priests were running a con game or there was simply a scarcity of cats, no one really knows. While the cat mummies are being examined, another member of Zevi's team, Patrick Deleuze, is conducting a comprehensive survey of the site.
We cannot see this site just from outside. We must see how it is from inside. And now we have just a first glimpse.
Every chamber is measured precisely, and its location inside the tomb complex is pinpointed.
C'est bon là? Oui, je suis bon.
We have galleries, we have shafts, we have chapels, we have sometimes tombs with several levels. It's a very, very complex set of tombs and of underground monuments which is hidden behind there, and this is very difficult to imagine from outside.
From the measurements, it's possible to recreate what the tomb for King Tut's wet nurse would have looked like when it was built. Its most obvious features are its size and its complexity. While the search for Maya's burial chamber goes on, Sevi's team has found the entrance to another tomb a few dozen feet away. Workmen begin to clear away loose sand and stones, starting an excavation that will take most of a season. Until then, there's nothing to do but wait. 200 miles to the west in Bahariya, the search for the wife of the governor has hit pay dirt. Zahi Hawas's workers have found another sarcophagus under the rubble. As he had hoped, it belongs to the governor's wife, a woman named Nasa. At first glance, his fears that the tomb had been looted sometime in the past seem to be confirmed. But when her remains are examined in detail, another story emerges. Over 100 artifacts are discovered, and most of them are made of gold.
This is some of the treasures that we found, which is really beautiful. Like this one, you can see this is that they put it on the nails like this. Nasa was really beautiful. She tried to be covering her body with gold, and she can live happily in the afterlife. And that's why we found many beautiful pieces of this, and some of them even in the shape of looks like a scarab to me. But the interesting one also is this one. You know, they open in the side apart, and they take everything inside the body from this place. This is where they cover the mummification part with piece of gold like this. Beautiful, wonderful. And this one, it's heavy. They put it under the tongue. And this is really my favorite piece, which really I love. Look at this. She is putting the name of the king in her heart, because this is the protector of Egypt.